Hey guys, this crypto she does it all, a little bit of everything. El Salvador splits $678 million Bitcoin across 14 wallets to reduce quantum risk. El Salvador has transferred its 6,274 Bitcoin into 14 new wallet addresses as part of a security measure to protect against the threat of quantum attacks. Good move. Good for them. El Salvador has redistributed its Bitcoin reserve holdings into 14 new wallet addresses as a precaution against potential quantum computing threats. By splitting funds into smaller amounts, the impact of a potential quantum attack is minimized. El Salvador's Bitcoin office said in an post Friday, adding that each Bitcoin 108 $657 address holds up to 500 Bitcoin. The Bitcoin office explained that once funds are spent from a Bitcoin address, its public keys are revealed and vulnerable, making it a target for quantum computers to crack should the technology evolve into a significant threat in the future. Let me tell you something. When the El Salvador president Bukele was buying Bitcoin, I was like, whoa, this is amazing. But I had a lot of respect for the man. But hold on, guys. The fact that he wants to stay in office for life, what kind of dictatorship is that? I don't like that. You gotta go and allow somebody else to take over. What kind of communism crap is that? You can't just say, oh, I love being in office, I love being a president, I'm gonna stay there. It makes no sense for me, for the normal people. It makes no sense. How can the people allow him to stay in office for life? El Salvador opens path for its president to stay in power indefinitely, while critics aren't surprised. This is dictatorship. This is crazy. El Salvador's Legislative Assembly pushed through a constitutional reform overnight, eliminating presidential term limits, fueling concerns on Friday that it paved the way for President Nayib Bukele to indefinitely stay in power. Watchdogs and critics of the self-described world's coolest dictator said they've seen this coming for years, watching Bukele's administration slowly chip away at democratic institutions, attack opponents, and consolidate power in the president's hands. Bukele, who regularly posts streams of tongue-in-cheek remarks on social media, remained notably silent Friday. His government didn't respond to multiple requests for comment. It's not surprising, but that doesn't mean it's not severe, said Claudia Otis, one of the country's few remaining opposition lawmakers. The implications of this is more concentration of power, more risk of abuse of the rights of Salvadorians, and the complete dismantling of all democratic checks and balances. This is greedy. This is disgusting, outrageous. First, he was not for people who stays in office past their time. He agreed for them to have an election. Now, because his term is ending, he wants to stay in office forever. Are the people happy? Are they living a better life? Is crime down? Are they okay with that? And y'all know who he's best friend with. Somebody who also wants to stay in office past their term in office. So all those dictators, all those communisms, all these people want to come to power and want to be in power forever. Well, I'm going to remind them, nobody lives forever. There is an alpha and omega. There is a beginning and an ending in life. You might sign to stay there indefinitely, but as you get older, your body cannot sustain that. You're not gonna be there. But Curly, I have bad news for you. People live, people die. So how long? You're trying to stay there 20, 30 years as if you are eternal? You're not gonna die? Give me a break. Anyhow, from crypto to him wanna be in power forever, I have to say something. I don't like it. It's disgusting. It's nasty. People voting you in for 5 years, 4 years, you stay there. Once your turn over, if you can go another term, you go, but you gotta go and allow somebody else to be the president. That's dictatorship. That's North Korea. That's China. That's Russia. Those guys got in. They don't want to leave. It makes no sense. But you know what? Gravity, time, life. You will live whether you like it or not, because there is an expiration in everybody's life in this planet. Nobody lives forever. Subscribe. Thank you for watching.